Hey up everyone, welcome to the Rugby League History channel. I hope you're all well. Tonight's video is going to be a bit different from some of the other videos I do. Tonight I'm going to be giving me thoughts on Cameron McInnes signing a 4-year deal to join Cronulla-Sutherland from arch rival St George starting in 2022. Before I get into that video, I'm currently at 624 subscribers, looking to get to 650. That's my next goal. My original goal was to get to 500 by the end of January, and I totally eclipsed that, so thanks to everyone that's subscribed to my channel recently, and thank you everyone that's been supporting me from the very start. It's very much appreciated. So getting in this video, I don't normally do signing videos. I mean, every man and his dog pretty much does breaking news and so and so signs to this club and so does that. I know Clarkey likes to think that he breaks all the stories when in fact he doesn't, but occasionally I will do a video like this, especially if it involves a Sydney club transfer, or if it involves Parramatta, my club. I'll talk about the signing, but this one was a real shock to me. It was a real out of nowhere signing. I was scrolling through my phone at work, and I'm scrolling down, and the next minute it was like the pin off the record come off the thing and went, and I went, oh, I have to go back and have a look at this, and I checked it all out, and I went, fuck, Cameron McInnes, he's leaving St George at the end of 2021 to go to arch rivals Cronulla-Sutherland. So he signed a 4-year deal. It's starting in 2022. It's worth apparently 2.4 million Australian dollars, which is going to be about 600 grand a year he's going to get. Not too bad. At the moment with St George, currently he's played 91 games, and he's played 130 first grade games in his career. He's 27-year-old. It was his birthday yesterday, so I guess it's an early birthday present that he's getting this new contract next year with Cronulla. He's been the St George Player of the Year, the Red V Player of the Year the last 2 years. It's a massive blow to St George that he's going. Now, a lot's been talked about in the past, especially last year with all the shite that Paul McGregor went through with St George, and Cameron McInnes was in the thick of that because he was the captain. And I noticed that he had a really tight bond with Paul McGregor. He was devoured. He was absolutely devastated when Paul McGregor left. I remember he had a speech after the game against Parramatta, and he was nearly in tears, so he really loved Paul McGregor. And now that Anthony Griffin's come in, I think Anthony Griffin's got other plans. It's all speculation. Unless we're actually there, we don't know what's really going on. But there's been talk that he's looking to bring in Anthony McCulloch, who's Andrew McCulloch, who he's coached at Brisbane before, and he's going to want to put him in at number 9, and McInnes is going to have to play lock. And as I said, we're not there. We don't know if that's a situation. That's all hearsay. There's other accusations that McInnes and Griffin already don't get along. We don't know the truth, and that could be just something that James Hooper and Paul Ken are making up. Obviously, the St George fans are furious. They want blood. They want answers. A lot of it's been directed at the St George CEO. So St George is going to have to do a lot of explaining about this one. But they have come out and they have said that Cameron McInnes is staying until the end of 2021. Even though some St George fans that I've seen on social media have demanded that Cameron McInnes gets shot out of the club immediately, and that they're demanding that Cronulla give a like-for-like replacement in exchange for Cameron McInnes. I don't know if Cronulla have a player that could probably go the other way that's of equal calibre to Cameron McInnes. I'm not too sure. What's Cronulla going to get in 2022 though? They're going to get a leader, they're going to get a good tackler, someone that's really good in defence, and they're going to get someone that's a versatile player and someone that's going to give 100% on the field. So that's what they're going to get. And what's St George going to get? Well, they're going to lose all of that. They've lost Tyson Frizzell already. There's been a couple of other players that have been unhappy. Jason Saab, Tristan Sealer, they've gone. And now Cameron McInnes has gone. So I'm not really too sure what's going on at St George at the moment. Now, going between St George and Cronulla, and going from Cronulla to St George, that's a big no-no. You just don't do that. Even though this rivalry between the two clubs does have a lot of history of player swapping, So much so that, I mean, the founding coach of Cronulla-Sutherland in 1967 was St George legend Monty Partey, and they've also had Johnny Raper, another St George legend, and Norm Proven, Rugby League immortal, coach their side. And then the likes of, you've got Lance Thompson and the like that, Colin Best. They've all gone between clubs. So I mean, there is a bit of player swapping, but I think at the end of the day, it's a big no-no to go between Cronulla and St George and vice versa. But at the end of the day, it's Cameron McInnes' decision and nobody else's, and he's going to have to live with that. But that's me thoughts on the signing of Cameron McInnes by Cronulla-Sutherland starting in 2022. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like, and if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm currently at 624 subscribers, looking to get to 650. And don't forget to check out my social media accounts as well. I've got Instagram and I've got Facebook. Anyways, everyone, I'm going to get out of here now. This is Rugby League History signing off, and I'll catch us all later in the next video. Alright, tatty bye now.